Well, that was a bit of a hike, back up Orchard Track. Thought I'd stop for a sec and talk a little bit about the A-Up lighting system headlamp. Yeah, I got this one second hand, and I've been on a few runs with it. It runs, well, it's quite old, I think it's an old battery, but it runs for 6 hours and super comfy. It's got these adjustable headlights that you shoot sort of one further out and one right at your feet, and works well. They're like really bright spots. The newer versions you can opt to have a floodlight, so I'd be interested to check that out. But we got company. The battery pack goes in the back normally, but I've got the extension cord to yeah, give it a bit more. I can put it in my pack and it's slightly less heavy on the back of my head. I'll have to show you how it goes. Before there's no light and then all you see is two little dots on the ground. It helps if there's a little bit of ambient light to pick it up, but would recommend so far, particularly for longer stuff. This older battery has got full power, about 70% power, and then off. And an SOS setting that I found the other day too. So yeah, I'll whack it on. Kept backward, of course. Otherwise, you block the light with the hat bill. Just that there. Put my vest on, which is a little bit heavy for a 12k hike. It is what it is. I'll check in. And here it is. Now, there's a huge amount of ambient light still. I wouldn't normally have headlamps on, but there isn't a bit of light. You can't really see anything anyway, so I'll put them on, albeit a little bit early, and show you how you can tune the lights apart, like way out in front or a bit closer together. When they're together they're super bright, or have one down at your feet, which is kind of handy to be able to not have to dance around with a headlamp to see the step you're about to take, and as any trail runner knows, 3 steps ahead to map out where you're going to have your foot placement. So they're pretty comfy, don't bounce around too much, and because I've got the extension cord for the battery pack and I put it in the back of my Salomon pack, super comfy, really well padded, really secure. You certainly look like an alpine adventurer with it on, a little bit over the top, but gets the job done. Yeah, so it's quite the caper once it's on, but yeah, I would be really keen to check out the flood version, because the really bright spotlights are they're bright, don't have a huge amount of field of view, but there's still loads better than the headlight I was using. Little cog or Kong or Nog. Is a silent K or a silent N? Whichever. Beautiful little light, the Bandicoot. It's only got sort of bright illumination for a couple of hours. Use it as my backup light, or I hold it down low when it's foggy or when it's really dark, just to chuck the shadows a bit more. In all reality, I should probably buy a waist light. seeing the rocks and navigating the trail. One of these days. For now, this is a vast improvement for lots of night running. Anyway, would recommend a running light. Super comfy, super bright. The ability to put an extension cord on the battery pack. Very cool.